You can't get in my lap. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Hello, replay watchers. My name is Lindsay Betts. If you haven't ever watched any of my lives, I am the creator of Confidence on Camera. If you like what you see here and you know of more people that would need this information, go ahead and drop replay in the comment and then share this video out. Hey, I see people hopping on. I'm so excited. Let's see. Did you see my post yesterday with my cat's butt? And I said my cat's butt is in every single live, every single picture. We'll see if he shows up tonight. All right, so let's keep a lookout for him. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to hop on. I know it's been a while since I've gone live here on Facebook, and I usually go, thank you. I usually go live in the afternoons, and I know it's a little late. I know it's 6 p.m. My time. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, so if you're just settling your kids in and having dinner, welcome. I'm excited that you're joining me here at nighttime. So we'll see if my brain is as quick and amazing as it is during the day. I kind of like, as I get towards the night, and I know this is kind of everybody, but your brain can only answer so many questions a day, think about so many things a day. And that's why you see like during like morning and afternoon, you're like sharp as a wit. And then at night, you're like mush. So let's hope that I am not mush tonight. But I wanted to talk about living a positive life. And it's funny to me because I don't feel like growing up I was a positive person. I don't feel like I was the one that was like, rah, rah, it's a wonderful life. Like, we're all amazing. I don't feel like I was that kind of person, but I am now. And if you've heard my story before, I have talked about that. It was when I started going through cancer. I went through cancer in 2013, the summer of 2013 into 2014. And when I was going through cancer, at first, when I first got my cancer diagnosis, you find out, like, first you find out you have cancer. And then it takes like a week later to find out like what stage and if they're going to treat it, how they're going to treat it. So you have like this week of like, what's going on? And I remember just like telling my husband that week, like, okay, if this is it, just take me to the ocean. I want to live my final days, oceanside. I have to be next to water. Like I was saying my goodbyes to people. And, it wasn't really a negative mindset, but just kind of like, all right, this is it. So here's where I say goodbye. And my husband kept saying like, be positive, stay positive, be positive. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And I really didn't know what that looked like. And then they told me what stage cancer I had and what my treatment was going to be. And I was like, I'm going to beat this thing. Like, no matter what. Like, there's no more crying. There's no more anger. There's no, like, only thing I can do right now is just beat this. And so when I was going through cancer, I had like my favorite nurses, my chemo nurses and stuff like that. And that's when they started telling me like, oh my gosh, you have no idea what a joy you are to be around. And I was like, okay, like what, and there was one point during my chemo and radiation, they would have to do internal radiation. So they would put me under for that. They would put me under, they would stick this prod up into my female parts. Hello, TMI. But they would insert this radiation and they had to put you under because they leave it there for like 3 hours and you can't move. Like you cannot move. They put it directly on your cervix. You can't move. So they put you under. And most people are like, oh my gosh, I'm going under. And I love the feeling right before you go under. I love that. They're like, Lindsay, what's your name? What's your birthday? By my birthday, I was like, and I love that feeling. So I remember they were like wheeling me down the hall and I was like, let's party. Like, I love that feeling of just like, and they used to crack up. They're like, girl, you are so crazy, but you always make us smile. We love your positivity. And it was through that I started noticing that I was living a positive life, that I did change my attitude, that I was smiling more. I was nicer to strangers. I would hold the door for people. If someone did for me, I said thank you and made eye contact. And I noticed I started being nicer and happier and more positive. And the more I did that and the more people thanked me for that, the more I realized that that's rare, you know? And so I was like, okay, I'm going to start living this positive life. And I watched The Secret. I think my parents were like, you got to watch The Secret on Netflix. And it was about the more you put out, the more you get back. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. And I was in chiropractic care one time. And this is so funny because you guys are all going to relate to this. I was in chiropractic care and I was telling her, I was like, oh my gosh. And I know the universe gives you more of what you're thinking about and talking about and what's going on. And so like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you spill your coffee and you trip over the carpet and your dog bites you in the butt or whatever, like you wake up and you're like, oh my God, like everything that can go wrong is going wrong, right? And then you smash your finger and then you run into a wall and you drop the trash and the can opener stops working and like everything just, it's like that day. And I was in chiropractic care and I was walking down the hall with her, and I'm Italian. I talk with my hands all the time. I'm always loud and, oh, you know. And I was talking to her and she's like, hey, how's your day going? And I was like, oh my gosh, it is so messed up. Like everything I'm doing is just falling apart around me. And I swear to you guys, as soon as I was like, everything's falling down around me, I did like this with my hands and I knocked this picture off her wall onto the floor. And she's like, stop. Wait, here comes the cat butt, you guys. As promised, here we are. Here it is. He just jumped up. Here it starts. Okay. So she's like, stop. Okay, halt. Because the more you talk about everything that's going wrong for you right now, the more everything is going wrong. And I was like, you're so right. And I just started laughing and she just gave me a hug back before COVID when you could hug people. But she just gave me a hug and she was like, okay, so release this cat, you guys. So she's like, so release it. You're having a good day. And I'm like, I'm having a good day. So now when I wake up in the morning and I stub my toe, drop my coffee, drop my cold water on me right when I wake up, trip on my way to the bathroom, you know, any of that. Anytime I do any of those things, instead of being like, oh my God, here it goes. It's going to be that kind of day. This is going to be horrible, blah, blah, blah. I just go like, okay, like I just dropped my coffee, but it's going to be a good day. Like I say, it's still going to be a good day. This freaking cat and his tail. I said freaking. I didn't say the F word in case it sounded like it. This cat. So now I tell myself when stuff is going wrong, I'm like, it's okay. It's still a good day. And it turns it around. Instead of like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things happening. This cat. You guys go look at my post yesterday about this cat with his butt and his tail in all of my lives because it's happening right now, right here. So anyway, I was like, I am going to make sure that I start living a positive life every single day. I'm going to treat other people how I want to be treated. And I noticed 2 things. Some people love it, you guys, and some people hate it. Like I had a friend from high school and he told me like my positive attitude was disgusting. I was like, okay, then unfriend me. Like if I make you verbally sick because I'm happy, don't be around me. So some people are going to love it and some people are going to hate it. But my first tip is bad days are going to happen. And when those bad days happen, don't tell yourself that they're bad days and bad things are happening. Turn it around. The second thing I want to tell you about is other people's opinions do not define you. Somebody could be having a horrible day and you just rub them the wrong way, or you're too happy and too confident and it pisses that person off, so they're going to bring you down. I have a friend on Facebook who just posted a selfie, and then later she posted a message she got in her messenger about someone telling her eyebrows were fake and she's fake and she was so much prettier years ago and now she's ugly and da 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 da. And I was like, oh my gosh, over fake eyebrows. One thing you should remember is a lot of us grew up in the 90s, Okay? We had gorgeous eyebrows until the 90s. In the 90s, we plucked every freaking eyebrow out of our head, and now we don't have eyebrows. So some of us have to have fake eyebrows. So before you go judging other people, we messed ourselves up in the 90s. Leave us alone. So anyway, my friend put out like, wow, I just received hate mail, and, you know, people supported her. No, girl, you're beautiful. Don't worry about what anybody says and blah, blah, blah. And I did. I messaged her. I was like, other people's opinions don't define who you are. And here I am. And I posted a selfie like this, like a funny face. And I was like, here's my fake brows, my Botox, my fake lips, my fake lashes, telling you you're beautiful. Like, who cares what other people think? Their opinions don't define who you are. So, haters gonna hate. We know this. People have opinions on everything, and sometimes those opinions are crap, and they're crappy, and they take it out on you. Who cares? Let that roll off your back. Ignore it. It doesn't define who you are. The third thing I want to say is everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey in this world is completely different. It's different for every single one of us, right? So don't judge somebody else's journey. Don't judge their journey. Don't compare it to yours, okay? If they're doing things that you don't like, you don't want to see, you don't want to be around, unfriend, unfollow, block, and delete, okay? Don't get roped into negativity, okay? Don't get roped into negativity. Just block it out. I have friends right now that are like, I'm banning social media. I can't get on social media. Everything's negative. Everything's this, everything. I get on and then I'm angry. And dude, you control your positive bubble. You control your Facebook. You control what you see. Block, delete, unfollow, unfriend, take a break. You can take a break on Facebook. Do whatever you got to do to not see that in your timeline. I don't see it. My timeline is filled with women who empower women. That's what I surround myself with. I don't deal with bullying, negativity, fighting, gossiping. Once in a while, we get a little roped into some sort of Facebook fight that wasn't ours, right? We start reading the comments and then you're like, why am I reading this? You're like, you go, girl. Oh, no, she didn't. And then you realize that it's not even your life and you're like, what? But my Facebook is full of positive energy. That's what I have created on my Facebook. Those are the people that I follow. Those are the people I connect with. So no, I don't get on Facebook and get off feeling sad, because my network, the people that I follow, are positive and happy and uplifting and supportive, rocking their businesses, supporting other businesses. That's it. That's what you see on my timeline. So I don't have to jump ship off of social media because people are negative. I don't see it. Hey, girlfriend. The other thing I wanted to say, going with that, is when you overthink and compare yourself to somebody else's journey, you overthink and it becomes sadness. It becomes, how come she could do it and not me? How come she's there and not me? How'd she reach that level and not me? Not me, not me. Why her, not me? That starts getting your mind, and we're all guilty of it. That starts spinning the negativity, right? Why her, not me? Why her? Then it turns to like jealousy and anger and hate, right? You can quickly go into a downward spiral. Downward. Help me. Downward spiral. Yes, that's right. What I tell you, it was late at night and my brain was going to become mush. But when you start comparing, even if it's like a little bit, then you start overthinking it. And then it all starts creeping in. And then you think everybody's better than you. And then you think that you know, it's this, you spiral out of control. And then you're negative and unhappy and sad. And then you want to stop your journey because someone else leveled up and you didn't. Don't do that. Don't compare where you are to where someone else is. You don't know their story. You don't know their story. So you don't know behind the scenes. You don't know how long it took. You You don't know. You don't know. So don't compare. Yes, girl, we're all guilty of it. My other tip and trick that I wanted to tell you is happiness is found within. Happiness is found within. You have to be happy with yourself. I decided 2021, I was going to do whatever the heck I wanted to do. And I was going to empower more of you to do that too, no matter what people thought, right? For a long time, I just wanted a little bit of Botox and a little bit of lips. And I listened to everybody, oh, you don't need it, and it's stupid, and it'll be ugly, and you'll hate it, and I listened to all this, even from my husband. Oh, you're going to look like, you know. And now I point out to my husband on we'll be watching a show or a movie or something, and I'll be like, do you think she's pretty? And he'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, she has Botox, she has fake lips, she has it. And he's like, all right. But I decided in 2021, I was going to do what made me happy, as long as it wasn't hurting other people, right? There's a line there. And I went in January and I did a little bit of Botox and I did a little bit of lip injections. And I was like, I freaking love it. I called my mom because my mom is totally not a Botox fan. And I called my mom and I was like, I love Botox. And she was like, you know. And I was like, yes. So shut up. So do what you want to do. Happiness comes from within. Do what makes you happy. You have to look in the mirror. If you want what you see in the mirror to be different, change it, right? Start with your skincare. Start taking care of yourself. Start exercising. Start losing weight. Start listening to happy music. Do all those things that make you happy, and that's going to come from within. Work out. Be excited. Be happy. Be genuinely happy for other people, and do what you want to do for yourself to bring that happiness that's inside of you out. Okay? For me, I had to start losing weight. I wasn't happy. A lot of you say now, wow, Lindsay, your pictures, you're smiling, you're happy, you look so much different. And I'm like, I'm happy. Hello, from 2013 when I got cancer, I packed on so much weight, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. Okay? I was trying to be out there changing other people's lives, not taking care of myself, not doing what I needed to do to make myself happy. I was sick of it. I saw a picture of me and the CEO on a day that should have been like the happiest day of my life. You know, I was having dinner with my CEO. I had a nice invite, you know, and I looked at pictures and wanted to vomit. That was it. I was like, enough. Take your life back. You're not happy. Take your life back. And I did. I'm down 90 pounds now. I can feel it. I'm buying cuter clothes and I can look in the mirror and I'm happy, and you know, but I had to do that. That comes from within. No amount of makeup, success, money, nothing was making me happy because I wasn't taking care of myself. My happiness was not coming from within. So remember, happiness always comes from within. Another tip is positivity. Positivity. A positive attitude brings a positive outcome. I don't get stressed and crazy over things. I don't. Because I have a positive attitude about it. I'm like, oh man, shoot. You know, all of this is on back order. Should I cry? Should I whine? Should I be upset? Should I complain? Should I threaten to quit? No. I'm going to sell the other products we have. I'm going to use the other products. You know? That's all. Like, I have a positive attitude. When things go wrong, I'm still happy. Things go wrong, I'm still happy. I'm like, okay, I changed my mindset. Oh, this sucks, but, oh, that stinks, but, you know, it's freezing cold outside, but I had a photo shoot I had to do today. I had to do a headshot for the chapter in the book I did. It was raining all week. I was like, it's raining, but we'll get her done, you know? And I did. I had to do an outside photo shoot in the rain. I found a little awning where the rain wasn't hitting me. We made it work. Rain, positive attitude. It is what it is. I used to tell my son this in high school, that he had to adopt more of, I won't cuss on here, but it's an F it attitude. I always said, you need an F it attitude. Like, things are going to go wrong. Stuff happens. Things happen in life. F it. Move on. Be happy. Don't dwell. Be happy. Have that positive mindset. It's easy to do. You don't like what you see on TV? Turn it. I can tell when things start bogging down on me. I'm like, okay, let's watch something funny. And I'll watch stand-up comedy. I tell my girls on my team all the time when they're stressed out. I'm like, do you like Joe Coy? He's on Netflix. He's hilarious. Go watch Joe Coy. Do you like Kevin Hart? Go watch Kevin Hart. He has a new stand-up in his basement. He had COVID, all this stuff. He's hilarious. Go watch Kevin Hart. Like, watch things that bring you joy. Watch things that make you laugh. That helps with a positive attitude too. If I start getting cranky, I'm not going to go watch a horror movie. Then I'm like, all right, we'll just kill them all then. No, I watch something funny. I laugh it out. So, and then the last thing is always be thankful. Always be thankful. Always be thankful. There's always something to be thankful for. If you are not thankful for what you have right now, you're not going to get more. Oh, and Practical Jokers. Oh my gosh, I love the one at Costco. I love the one at Costco. I love that show. That's a good one. Look, I'm laughing just thinking about it. That's a funny one. Oh my gosh, you have to go watch Kevin Hart's new one. He did it in the basement of his house, and he talks about COVID and all of and it's hilarious. He talks about pizza, brick oven pizza, and bop, bop, bop is brick oven pizza. So now every time anybody in this house says pizza, we say bop, bop, bop. Okay, you have to go watch Kevin Hart. If you like cussing. If you don't like cussing, you didn't hear it from me to go watch him. But he's hilarious. I love him. So, Joe Coy. J-O Coy. K-O-Y. Joe Coy. Hilarious. You have to watch him. Live from Seattle, I think, is the first one you should start with. He's great too. So, my dog right now is chewing up my $80 Victoria's Secret bra. Ryan? Yeah, my husband's not around. Shoot. I got a cheetah bra with the Victoria's Secret diamonds. I'm watching my dog eat that, and I'm still positive. I'm positive I'm going to kill him after this life. No, I'm just kidding. But be thankful. Always be thankful. Okay. My husband, anything that happens in life, we had a car and I didn't really like the car, and my husband hit a deer one time. It's not funny because I love animals, and that was always my fear when we were living in Wisconsin. I was like, I don't want to ever hit a deer. Like, it would kill my heart. So my husband did one time. Thank goodness it was him and not me, because we were on the phone afterwards and I was like, what is happening with the deer? And he's like, thanks. He's like, thanks, hon. Yes, I'm alive. Good. And I'm like, what about the deer? You killed it, But we had this car, and I was like, all right, you hit this deer, and now we have to file insurance. Oh my God. But we get a new car. like, there's always a reason to be thankful. Like, yeah, that sucked. You're alive, and we get a new car. Woohoo. But be thankful. I write down in the morning when I do my power hour in the morning. It's not my power hour. It's my, stop. 1 second. Dawson, we don't eat cats. Get a puppy. Oh, you guys are going to die when I end up with another puppy. This summer, we're getting the Golden a puppy sister. Because he's not enough. Anyway, I write down my 5 things that I woke up for that morning and I'm thankful for. Sometimes it is like, my husband makes my coffee. Like, my husband makes my coffee every single morning. I am thankful for that. Like, that is something I write down. I am thankful that I have a roof over my head right now. I am thankful that I have this warm blanket. I am thankful that during COVID, I could support my children, make my son not work, stay home, and they're raising their children together. Like, I'm thankful for XYZ. I'm thankful my husband has a job that he can stay home if needed. Like, what are you thankful for? There's always something to be thankful for. I write down what I'm thankful for every morning and what I'm grateful for every night, every single day. Every single day. Because the more grateful you are, the happy you are. The happy you are, the more you spread that positivity onto others, right? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known for the person on Facebook that's always ranting and raving and negative and crappy and their life? Ugh, no, thank you. I would rather be known for someone who is going to uplift, someone who's going to encourage, someone who's going to inspire, and someone who's always positive. That's what I would rather be known as. That's it. Like, if I were gone tomorrow, I would want you all to post on my Facebook, dang, we're going to miss your positivity. We're going to miss your smile. We're going to miss your happiness. That's all. Like, that's what I want when I go out. I want to know that when people think of me, they think of positivity. They think of happy. They think that this world is a brighter place. So, I hope these tips helped. If you know anybody who could use some tips on staying positive and living a positive life, please share this out to them. I love you all. Thank you so much. If you have any questions or need anything, either tag me in this video or send me a private message. My messenger is always open. All right. Love you. XOXO.